The sun begins another day illuminating the Galoya river valley. Agriculture is the main livelihood of Galoya people. Hingurana Sugar Factory is considered to be the heart of the Galoya agricultural area. Hingurana Sugar Factory has 60 years of history. The Hingurana Sugar Factory, which has been a state-owned enterprise since 1960, was privatized in 1990. But it was closed in 1994, leaving thousands of families in the area in dire straits. After 1994, various governments tried to restart the factory, but to no avail. However, about 10 years after the closure of the Hingurana Sugar Factory, the factory was reopened in 2006 under the concept of then-President Mahinda Rajapaksa's Naganahira Navodaya and the guidance of Minister Bassir Rajapaksa. The factory was started with 51% shares owned by the government and 49% shares owned by the private sector. Since then, the Hingurana Sugar Factory under Galoya Plantation Company has been making successful economic progress step by step under various obstacles and challenges during the past 10 years. When we started, we found a lot of discarded iron in the factory. Today we have been able to turn a lot of decaying iron that can do nothing into a factory. That factory now can produce. When we talk about our territory, we found that there were 250 hectares of abandoned land that can do nothing. Canals, dams, irrigation facilities, everything has been restored. And today it is possible to turn these lands into sugarcane plantations where everything is well cultivated. If you go beyond that, the people who lived in the area did not have jobs. People had started doing different things. The living standards of the people had dropped. But today, we have seen a sharp increase in the standard of living of our employees and farmers over the past 10 years. In addition to that, as an institution, I think we are one of the few institutions in Sri Lanka that come up with a concept like zero discharge. We do not release any of our waste into the environment. We take all that waste back and we consume all that waste inside the factory. Galoya Plantation Limited had to invest a large amount of money to re-establish the Hingurana Sugar Factory. It was a challenge to reopen the factory, removing the decaying machinery, replacing new equipment and machines, and recruiting qualified professionals. Today, Galoya Plantation has overcome all challenges. Galoya Plantation Limited is an ideal example of a successful government and private venture. I am really happy to say that Hingurana Plantation Limited has changed the 60-year history of the Hingurana Sugar Factory, and we have been able to supply our factory with a record 316,000 metric tons of sugar harvest. And we have produced about 20,750 metric tons of sugar. It is locally produced brown sugar. From the molasses obtained as a byproduct of the production of brown sugar, we produced 4.5 million litres of ethanol or spirits and became a profitable company. The policies of the present government have indeed contributed to making it profitable. Furthermore, on the huge decision of stopping the import of spirits or ethanol by His Excellency the President and getting a good price for local sugar certainly helps us to make the company profitable.
අපිට ආයතනය ලාභ ලබන තත්ත්වයට පත් කරන්න පුළුවන්.
When the sugar factory was reopening, no public or private bank offered bank loans because on 2 occasions this factory had failed to restart and the confidence of the banks had been shattered. Due to the closure of the factory, it was difficult to persuade the farmers who had turned towards paddy cultivation to restart sugar cultivation again because their confidence in the sugar factory had also been shattered because of its 2-time shutdown. Galoya Plantation Company has created thousands of direct and indirect jobs by opening the Hingurana Sugar factory. The number of sugarcane growers in the area is 7,030. Hundreds of people are engaged in the transport sector, including transportation via tractors and other additional services. The livelihood of 20,000 families in the area depends on the Hingurana Sugar factory. The people of the area are revealing their misery during the 10 years that the Hingurana Sugar factory was closed.
I have been working for 13 years. First of all, I got a small salary. Then, as we progress, considering the amount of work we did, and now we are being paid well. So when I shopped the Hingurana town, during that time, I was very sad when I saw the city. After that, when the president opened this factory, we went back to work as usual and got a salary. We got a lot of relief and our children went to school.
My name is Nimal. I live by cutting sugarcane. I have 3 children. Before the re-establishment of this institution, people had gone to Sevanagala and Palvatta looking for jobs. But now I have a job in the village for 365 days a year, and there is no need to go outside the village looking for jobs.
I think we had a very bitter experience when the sugar factory was closed. That means the economy was completely collapsed. I witnessed that this was like a cemetery at that time. It looked like a desert tomb. There was a great desire to see when the smoke would come out of the chimney of this sugar factory. I am very proud of my village and Digamadulla. I am very proud of Galoya Plantation Company.
Both farmers who cultivate lands belonging to the Galoya Plantation Company and farmers cultivating on private lands are achieving great economic prosperity by cultivating sugarcane. I started with 1 plantation and now I have 4 plantations. I make a profit from sugar cultivation. I bought 3 plots of land because I had a profit from the first crop, and now I have 4 plots. We have about 3 acres of land. I plant sugarcane because it is profitable. We have no water. It is cost effective than paddy because there is no major requirement for water. There is a profit from sugar cultivation. After cultivating paddy fields, I switched to sugar cultivation. I started my cultivation on 3 acres of my own land. After that, I cultivate both my lands and the sugar factory owned land. I am currently using a 4-wheel tractor to transport sugarcane to the factory. I bought a dolphin van using the profit I gained from sugar harvesting. Most of the sugarcane required for the factory is transported by tractors owned privately. I am a tractor owner. My role is to transport sugarcane to the factory. I am also a registered contractor with the company. So daily, 40 to 50 Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim employees work under me. I had only 1 tractor, but now I own 2 tractors and 7 trailers. I earn a lot of money every day. I work in a private tractor. I have a job for the entire year. That's why I work. The Hingurana Sugar Factory, which is revived by the management of the Galoya Plantation Company, has received a sustainable answer to unemployment in Hingurana and Ampara. It is noteworthy that about 95% of the employees of the Hingurana Sugar factory are people living in the same area. In fact, under our recruitment policy, priority is given to Ampara and the people of this area. At present, we have 1,050 non-executive grade employees out of the 1,133 employees. 1,050 employees are from the Ampara district. There are 75 executives. I would like to say that except for a few of them, all of the others are from the Ampara district. Especially the recently recruited executives are from this area. But in the beginning, in previous years like 2010, we had a problem when recruiting officers with the required professional knowledge and skill. There was such a shortage in this area. But now, the required professionals and other professionals are being created in this area. We give them priority.
My hometown is Ampara. I studied at Agriculture School, Palmane. After completion of my diploma, I trained at this institute. I got my job at the same institute. I got a job here because reopening of the sugar factory.
I have been working for the sugar factory for more than 5 years. Firstly, I was a tractor driver. Shortly after, I became a harvester machine driver with a promotion. I started my job at a very low salary, but now the salary has been increased by 4 or 5 folds. First we received a half-month bonus, but now we have received bonus 3 times than the salary.
Livelihood of people living in the Galoya Valley depends on Galoya Plantation Company. It operates with the energy and skills of energetic youths.
It is the policy of Hingurana Plantation Company to carry out its production process in an environmentally friendly manner. Hingurana Sugar Factory's special project is to produce compost using the waste from the factory. The factory has a plan of producing 7,000 metric tons of compost per year. The wastewater of the factory is recycled and reused for the factory. Now, 2 megawatts of electricity are being generated by the factory. It is planned to generate another 10 megawatts of electricity in the future. Its construction work has already commenced. Also, Hingurana Plantation Company plans to generate 2 megawatts of electricity from solar energy. The surplus electricity will be added to the national grid. The company also plans to produce carbon dioxide for the soft drink industries and ice industries in Sri Lanka. Hingurana Plantation Company is doing research and experiments to introduce new cultivation methods. Under this, the seed planting method called the ladder method has been invented. The ladder method can be used to get a successful harvest using less seed quantity. The general cultivation method requires 8 tons of seed sugarcane per hectare, while the ladder method requires between 3.5 and 4 tons of seed sugarcane. The new cultivation method will be introduced to the farmers. A special plantation protection unit has been established in every agricultural zone for safeguarding cultivations from wild elephants. The black powder that came out of its chimney was a serious environmental problem from the beginning of the Hingurana Sugar factory. With the inception of the Galoya Sugar factory, there was a decade-long major problem of emissions of black smoke from the boiler. It was called fly ash. It was scattered all over the environment in the Hingurana area. As the Galoya Plantation Company, we installed a machine to collect the ashes at great expense. Galoya Plantation Company spent 100 million rupees on the equipment installed in the chimney to find a solution for this environmental issue. Business in Hingurana has revived in an unprecedented manner due to the revival of the Hingurana Sugar factory under the leadership of Galoya Plantation Company. A large number of shops selling textiles, wholesale and retail goods, luxury goods, tractors and auto parts can be found throughout the city. Also, 3 state banks are currently operating in the city. I think this is the biggest business in the eastern province right now. With that, you can see how the city is now alive. There is a big improvement. We have contributed to a number of small and medium-scale enterprises. I think we were able to do that based on the income of the Galoya Plantation Company. There is no other income in this area. This is the heart. After the closure of the sugar factory, we did not have the opportunity to run another business. These people had no money. The sugar factory collapsed. Our companies also closed down and we had to work for other companies for a salary. But when it started in 2006, we had confidence that it would recover and Hingurana became a #1 town in the Galoya Valley. Our dream is now coming true. This company was closed. We did not have an income because we sell oil. Vehicles do not run. The tractors don't run. Meanwhile, Galoya Plantation Company took over this institution. When they started this, it was like a dead skeleton. They gradually improved the factory. It is very advanced now. In the first few decades, when it was under the government, Hingurana Sugar Factory provided welfare facilities for the benefit of the people of the area. Today, the Galoya Plantation Company provides the same without any shortage. When it comes to welfare work, we are the only large-scale factory in the area. Everyone is looking forward to our help. As a recent social service, we have disinfected about 40 schools in the Ampara area when they were reopening the school after the coronavirus pandemic.
මුළු පාසල් පද්ධතියම අකර්මණ්‍ය වෙලා නැවත පටන් ගනිද්දී මේ අම්පාර ප්‍රදේශයේ මේ ආවට පාසල් 40ක පමණ ප්‍රමාණයක් සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම විෂ බීජ හරණය කළා. ඒ සියලු දේ කරලා දුන්නේ අපි.
At present, Galoya Plantation Company provides its fullest support in terms of services to temples, mosque, church and kovil, covering all ethnic communities.
ගල්ලොවැලි සමාගම මේ වෙනකොට විශාල මෙහෙවරක් පොදුවේ සෑම අවස්ථාවකදීම සිදු කරන බව අපිට සිහිපත් කරන්න පුළුවන්.
The lives of the people are improving today. This means that at present, the Galoya Plantation Company has increased its production capacity. Byproducts have increased. As a result, people are getting more money they need right now. As a result of that, people's lives have been improving. It happened because of Galoya Plantation's involvement. If you go to a business place in the area, find out how many bags of cement are sold per week. What does that confirm? That means people are building houses. They buy vehicles. In the past, this village did not have a 3-wheeler or a motorcycle. Today, every home has a 3-wheeler, a motorcycle or a car. That is due to the money generated through this institution. People's lives have improved due to the investments made by this institution. Next, when we work in our schools today, we get a lot of support from this institution. Also, when state ceremonies are held in Ampara, this institution provides great support, especially during the Independence Day celebrations, during our Dhamma School festival. Galoya Plantation extends its fullest contribution to all these social, economic and cultural activities. Galoya Plantation Company has taken steps to give a bonus to employees on 3 occasions since last year when it made a profit. The company provides medical facilities for its employees. The restaurant run by the Welfare Association and a welfare outlet is of great benefit to the employees. A Human Relations Committee consisting of elected representatives from all divisions has been established to discuss and resolve employee issues and proposals. The Galoya Plantation Company has taken steps to increase the amount paid to farmers per ton of sugarcane year after year. The people of Ampara hope that the Hingurana Sugar Factory and the Galoya Plantation Company will continue to grow, creating thousands of direct and indirect jobs for the people of the area, creating the environment for the business community in the area to thrive, and making a huge contribution to the national economy.